former envoy of the United States, Richard Grenell, had warned Nigerians not to elect Muhammadu Buhari to the All Progressives Congress in the 2015 presidential election. In an opinion article dated March 19, 2015 and published in Washington Times, Grenell noted that Buhari, if elected, will be a disaster for Nigeria and Africa. In the article titled Nigeria on the Brink, Grenell warned that having Buhari as president will signal trouble for the West fight against ISIS and terrorism throughout the Middle East. Grenell, who recently served as the acting director of the United States National Intelligence, had advised Nigerians to re-elect the then President Goodluck Jonathan of the People's Democratic Party (PDP). His article read, with the polls closed in Israel, international election observers now turn their attention to the Nigerian elections on March 28th. The choice for the leader of Africa's most populous country pits Goodluck Jonathan from the People's Democratic Party (PDP) against Muhammadu Buhari of the All Progressives Congress (APC). The decision by the roughly 73 million registered Nigerian voters could have a profound impact on the future of Africa. But Western foreign policy observers preoccupied with the rise of ISIS in the Middle East should wake up to the reality unfolding in Nigeria. Opposition candidate General Muhammadu Buhari wants Sharia law throughout Nigeria. In fact, he wants it everywhere. I will continue to show openly and inside me the total commitment to the Sharia movement that is sweeping all over Nigeria, Mr. Buhari said. God willing, we will not stop the agitation for the total implementation of the Sharia in the country. Agitation? Is this an indication that Mr. Buhari supports violence because the end goal of the terrorist attacks throughout Nigeria and Africa is an Islamic state? It is a legitimate question that should be asked by leaders of the Barack Obama administration. Boko Haram has pledged its allegiance and support to ISIS. The northern Nigerian-based Islamic terrorist group wants Sharia law throughout Nigeria and beyond. They are also actively terrorizing Chad, Niger, and Cameroon with their goal of an Islamic state. Mr. Buhari has spoken sympathetically about members of the terrorist group Boko Haram, has cautioned against a rush to judgment on its members, and has personally been selected by the terrorist group to lead its negotiation with the government of Nigeria. Mr. Buhari's election as Nigeria's head of state will be a disaster for Africa. It will also signal trouble for the West fight against ISIS and terrorism throughout the Middle Belt. Islamic radicals have Africa on their target list, and young Nigerians are reported to be interested in ISIS messages. Nigeria is at a tipping point. Tunisia, where the Arab Spring uprising began, saw a deadly Islamic terrorist attack at a popular museum, killing 23 people this week. ISIS attacked a hospital in Libya within the last few days, and Boko Haram killed 54 people with 4 suicide bombers in Nigeria last week. The West, and specifically the Obama administration, needs to wake up to the growth problem. The French government has been fighting ISIS in Africa for the past 2 years, starting in Mali but with little help from the Obama administration. As terrorism grows in yet another region of the globe, American and Western officials should realize they are not stopping the advancement of Islamic radicals. Al-Qaeda is not dead, and ISIS is not a JV team. The recent moves by the White House against Israeli leader Benjamin Netanyahu signal a willingness by President Obama and his team to intervene in foreign elections. The sitting President Goodluck Jonathan has committed to defeating Boko Haram and overseeing a free and fair election. The Nigerian economy has been growing faster than South Africa's. Imagine what Nigeria could do for Africa if it was to free off Boko Haram's violence. The Obama administration should be doing more to ensure Africa's most populous country doesn't slip away. Greener's article gained relevance as the President Buhari-led administration has been accused of treating terrorists with kid gloves. The presidency has been criticized by the public recently for defending the embattled Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Issam Pantami, over his past comments in support of terrorist groups like the Taliban and Al-Qaeda. The senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, in a statement aligned itself with the submission of the embattled minister that he was young when he made those comments and his position has since changed. There have been several calls for the minister's resignation after multiple reports accused him of endorsing terrorism and extreme views. The presidency, in the statement, claimed that the calls for the minister's resignation were politically motivated. This attracted outrage from Nigerians who have tagged this government as a terrorist sympathizer. Well, this the former US envoy, he has said it all. These are the plans, and even Buhari. And maybe you can just even imagine, maybe that is why there is quietness, there is silence when it comes to the way things are going. The way things are going, people should begin to know the reason why the man is so quiet with all of these things. Are you going to be surprised that this kind of a thing is going on? And Nigerians have been warned. Nigerians, they have been warned. And some of them are, give them another chance again. They will still tell you they want to go. Of course, a lot of people are really getting to know the truth. Well, I wept silently when Buhari was declared winner of 2015 elections because I knew we were heading for doom. I couldn't control my tears when Buhari was declared winner in 2015 general election, not because he won, but because of the calamity that awaits Nigerians. Truly, it was a huge mistake. God bless Goodluck Jonathan. Okay, it will never be well with all the people that brought Buhari into power. After watching video clips of his military rule on 2 days before the election day in 2015, I had to travel all the way from Abakaliki to Onitsha to vote against him because I know he is a colossal failure, but I thank God for using him as a pharaoh. And many of the northerners who forcefully voted for Buhari with them prepared to cause crisis if Boko Haram didn't win have been killed in thousands by the same administration they were ready to fight and die for. Indeed, we are warned but remained adamant and sent serving in aiding and abetting Buhari to destroy our country. Not only him, plenty of us did so. The analysis of past and present information is sufficient enough to forecast future. His past deeds and utterances, the burning and the churches and killings of Christians after he lost elections in 2011 were enough data for the dullest students in the class to predict what his administration would look like. You can see.